Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Have you ever woken up with a strange sense that the world is holding its breath for you? Like time has slowed, not out of indifference, but because something monumental is preparing to unfold? If you felt that peculiar mix of restlessness and stillness, you're not imagining it. This isn't stagnation, it's preparation. What you're experiencing is the deliberate pause of the universe, a divine recalibration happening within you, around you, and for you. You see, your life has been building towards something extraordinary, but to fully receive it, you must first learn how to exist in this quiet, this space between the exhale of the old and the inhale of the new. And I want you to know this: silence is not your enemy. It's the womb in which your transformation is being nurtured. Think of it as the quiet before the dawn, when the world is hushed in anticipation of the sunrise. Think about the moments in life when something truly profound is about to happen. There's always a stillness beforehand, a pregnant pause that signals the arrival of something significant. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, feeling the wind pick up as if it's whispering, "Get ready to leap." This moment you're in isn't about standing still. It's about summoning the courage to trust the leap that's coming. Maybe that leap is a new career path, a bold creative project, or a deeper commitment to your personal well-being. Let me say this clearly. The stillness you feel is not stagnation. It's the gathering of energy. The universe is pulling all the pieces into alignment, preparing to propel you forward. But here's the thing. You can't rush alignment. Trying to force it is like pulling a flower open before it's ready to bloom. The petals may separate, but they'll lose their beauty, their fragrance, their life force. Imagine trying to force a rosebud to open before its time. You'd only damage its delicate petals. There's a reason it feels so uncomfortable right now. Your very essence is being restructured. It's as though the universe took your DNA, the blueprint of your identity, and scattered the pieces across a table. You're no longer just the person you were yesterday, nor fully the person you're becoming. You're suspended in the in-between, and that's a disorienting place to be. This might manifest as feeling disconnected from old friends, realizing your current job no longer resonates, or questioning long-held beliefs. But think of it this way. Imagine you're holding a snow globe. To create beauty inside that tiny world, you first have to shake it up. You can't see clearly while the flakes are swirling, but eventually they settle. And when they do, the view is more magical than before. That's you right now, the snow inside the globe, caught in the chaos of becoming, the chaos of shifting priorities, changing desires, and evolving values. Here's another way to see it. Imagine a river flowing through a canyon. Over centuries, the water carves the stone, creating intricate patterns and deep winding paths. The river doesn't rush. It trusts its flow. And yet, through its patient persistence, it creates something breathtaking. Right now, you are that river, reshaping the landscape of your life. The discomfort you feel isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of transformation. It's the feeling of old patterns being eroded to make way for new, more authentic pathways. Here's what I need you to remember. This isn't just a random season of pause. It's a sacred alignment of who you are and who you're meant to be. And while it might feel like life is on hold, it's actually life giving you space to absorb the power of your new wings before you take flight. Perhaps you're feeling a pull towards a new creative outlet, a desire to learn a new skill, or a yearning for deeper connection in your relationships. Have you noticed that your old habits don't fit quite like they used to? It's as if the parts of yourself you relied on for comfort, the distractions, the coping mechanisms, now feel foreign. That's because your vibration is rising, and these old patterns can't come with you. Maybe the late-night scrolling or the constant need for external validation no longer brings the same comfort it once did. Picture a hot air balloon tied to the ground with thick ropes. For years, you believed the ropes were holding you together, but they were actually holding you back. Now, one by one, those ropes are snapping, and for the first time, you're feeling what it's like to be untethered. It's thrilling, but it's also terrifying. It's the feeling of letting go of familiar routines, comfortable relationships that no longer serve you, or outdated beliefs about yourself. This process of release is one of the most challenging, yet liberating experiences you'll ever go through. It's like clearing out a closet that's been stuffed with things you no longer need. At first, it's overwhelming. You're forced to confront items you've held onto out of habit, nostalgia, or fear of letting go. But as you start to release them, you create space for new energy, new opportunities, and new versions of yourself to enter. It's like finally letting go of that old dream that no longer resonates, making room for a new passion to ignite. Sometimes letting go feels like losing a part of yourself. But what if I told you that the parts you're releasing are simply making room for a fuller, more authentic version of you to emerge? That's where you are, on the brink of liberation. You're shedding old identities and stepping into a more authentic expression of who you truly are. This is where trust comes in. Trust in yourself and in the divine process that's unfolding. You might not see the horizon yet, but you are undeniably rising. You're being asked to release everything that no longer serves you, even the parts you once thought you couldn't live without. This could be a limiting belief about your abilities, a fear of vulnerability, or a need for external approval. Now let's talk about this tension you're feeling, the drive to move forward clashing with the divine pull to remain still. You've been conditioned to believe that progress means constant motion, but nothing could be further from the truth. Even the most powerful rivers have moments of stillness before they cascade into greatness. Think of the quiet pools where the water gathers strength before plunging over a waterfall. Right now, you're not being asked to act. You're being asked to align. This is not a season of doing. It's a season of becoming. Think of an orchestra tuning their instruments before a symphony begins. It might sound chaotic, but that tuning is essential to create harmony. Your life is tuning itself right now, tuning your inner compass, clarifying your values, and aligning with your true purpose. And here's the key. The stillness you're in is not a punishment. It's a privilege. Not everyone gets this pause. Not everyone is given the opportunity to recalibrate before their next chapter. So instead of fighting it, lean into it. Ask yourself, what do I need to let go of? What parts of me are ready to rise? What limiting beliefs are holding me back? What new skills or knowledge am I being called to acquire? This moment is an invitation to rediscover yourself. Think of it as opening a book you haven't read in years, only to find that the words resonate with you in an entirely new way. You're revisiting the chapters of your life with fresh eyes, uncovering truths you couldn't see before. Perhaps you're realizing the true value of certain relationships, understanding past experiences in a new light, or recognizing hidden talents and passions. You might even find yourself revisiting old dreams, dreams you thought you'd outgrown or abandoned. Pay attention to those whispers. They're not random. They're reminders of who you've always been at your core. Maybe that childhood dream of becoming an artist or writer is resurfacing, urging you to explore your creative potential. As you move through this process, remember, you're not here to be ordinary. You're here to be extraordinary. You're not here to follow the same script as everyone else. You're here to write your own. And that requires courage. It requires patience. It requires faith. But let me tell you this, what's waiting for you on the other side of this pause is so much greater than you can imagine. It's not just a better version of your current life. It's a completely new dimension of existence. And you're being prepared to step into it fully, unapologetically, and powerfully. So my dear friend, take this moment to rest, to integrate, to breathe. Trust that the universe has not forgotten you. In fact, it's clearing the path ahead, ensuring that when you're ready to step forward, there will be no obstacles in your way. It's like the universe is setting the stage for your grand entrance, removing any distractions or impediments that might hinder your progress. Remember, the world isn't just waiting for you to fly, it's waiting for you to soar. And so you will. You are becoming unstoppable. You are becoming undeniable. And when the time comes, the world will see you for the force of nature that you are. A force of creativity, a force of love, a force of unwavering resilience. Until then, trust the process. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's a carefully orchestrated symphony of growth and transformation designed to bring you into alignment with your highest potential. And remember, the best is yet to come. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.